A warm wind blows through the fern fields of the early Cretaceous period, about 115 million years ago. The ground is silent, too silent. Then, from the underbrush, something moves. A flash of feathers, a glint of curved claws, and a pair of sharp, intelligent eyes focused on the target. Within seconds, the stillness explodes into chaos, swift movement, precision, and deadly teamwork. This is Deinonychus anteropus, one of the most intelligent and fearsome predators ever to walk the earth. The name Deinonychus means terrible claw, from the Greek dinos, terrible, and onyx, claw. It refers to the deadly weapon that defined this species, a large sickle-shaped claw on each hind foot, capable of slashing deep wounds into prey. This claw, curved like a scythe, could reach up to 13 centimeters 5 inches in length and was sharp enough to cut through flesh and tendons with surgical precision. Deinonychus lived during the early Cretaceous period, between 115 and 108 million years ago, in what is now North America, primarily in the regions of Montana, Wyoming, and Oklahoma. It was a member of the Dromaeosaurid family, closely related to Velociraptor but considerably larger and stronger. It measured about 3.5 meters, 11.5 feet, long, stood 1.2 meters, 4 feet, tall, and weighed around 80 kilograms, 175 pounds, roughly the size of a modern wolf but far more dangerous. Its body was slender and agile, with a long tail stiffened by bony rods for balance, allowing it to leap and twist with remarkable accuracy. Unlike many earlier dinosaurs, Deinonychus was covered in feathers, giving it a sleek, bird-like appearance. Its arms were long, ending in 3 clawed fingers ideal for gripping prey or climbing. The structure of its limbs, combined with its feathering, shows that it was built for explosive speed and precision rather than brute force. Its head was narrow, with a long snout filled with about 70 curved serrated teeth, designed to tear flesh efficiently. But what truly set Deinonychus apart was not its teeth, claws, or speed, it was its mind. Fossil evidence and brain reconstructions reveal that Deinonychus had a large, complex brain for its size, suggesting advanced sensory processing, coordination, and possibly social behavior. This was a predator that could think, plan, and cooperate. More than any other dinosaur of its time, Deinonychus redefined what it meant to be a predator. He was not just a hunter driven by instinct. It was a strategist, a creature capable of anticipation and coordination. Fossil evidence discovered alongside the herbivorous dinosaur Tyrannosaurus suggests that several Deinonychus individuals may have hunted together, attacking prey far larger than any one of them could handle alone. This idea, that some dinosaurs may have hunted in packs, changed paleontology forever. When American paleontologist John Ostrom described Deinonychus in 1969, he proposed that it was a fast, intelligent, warm-blooded predator, a radical departure from the old image of slow, lumbering dinosaurs. His research directly inspired the modern vision of dinosaurs as active, dynamic creatures, even influencing the concept of raptors in films and books decades later. The hunting strategy of Deinonychus was brutal and efficient. Using its speed and agility, it could leap onto prey, digging its sickle claws into the victim's sides or neck while gripping with its arms. The curved claws on its feet could slice tendons and arteries, while the strong jaws tore at exposed flesh. In coordinated attacks, one individual might distract or chase while others lunged from the sides or rear. Its tail, long and rigid like a balancing pole, gave it incredible stability during combat. When running, it held the tail straight behind. When leaping, it used the tail to adjust direction midair, much like a gymnast in flight. This allowed it to change attack angles with breathtaking precision. But Deinonychus was not merely a killer. It was intelligent enough to know when not to fight. Its large eyes, positioned forward on the skull, provided stereoscopic vision for depth perception. This gave it the ability to judge distance, size, and movement with almost avian precision. Its hearing and smell were finely tuned, and its brain's high ratio of cerebrum volume to body mass indicates problem-solving capabilities comparable to modern birds of prey. Its temperament, we can imagine, was tense and focused, cautious when stalking, explosive when attacking. In groups, there may have been hierarchies or cooperative dynamics. with individuals communicating through calls or body gestures. Whether or not it truly hunted in coordinated packs remains debated, but everything about its anatomy suggests it was capable of complex interaction and situational awareness. When not hunting, Deinonychus may have used its claws for climbing trees or restraining prey, while its feathers could have been used for display, thermoregulation, or brooding eggs. This duality of grace and lethality makes Deinonychus one of the most complete examples of evolutionary refinement among predatory dinosaurs. Reproduction in Deinonychus followed the general pattern of theropods through egg-laying in carefully chosen nesting areas. Although no confirmed Deinonychus nests have been found, related species show evidence of brooding behavior, where adults sat atop their eggs to regulate temperature, much like modern birds. This suggests that Deinonychus was not only warm-blooded but also socially complex, capable of parental care and possibly cooperation in protecting its young. The hatchlings were likely born covered in fine, down-like feathers and able to move shortly after hatching. In their early weeks, they would have fed on insects and small animals, growing rapidly thanks to an active metabolism. By the time they reached juvenile size, they were already quick, coordinated, and deadly in miniature, a new generation of hunters ready to learn the rhythm of the pack. Deinonychus lived during a dynamic time in Earth's history, around 115 to 108 million years ago, when climates were warm, and continents were beginning to drift toward their modern positions. It coexisted with other predators like Acrocanthosaurus and shared the landscape with huge herbivores such as Tyrannosaurus and Sauropelta. In this diverse ecosystem, Deinonychus filled a unique ecological role, the intelligent mid-sized predator, striking with speed and cunning where larger carnivores could not. Its extinction came gradually, likely due to environmental shifts, competition, and the rise of newer, more specialized predators. Yet its legacy was immense. Deinonychus changed how science viewed dinosaurs forever. Its discovery in the late 20th century marked the birth of the dinosaur renaissance, a scientific revolution that revealed dinosaurs as warm-blooded, intelligent, and closely related to modern birds. The first bones of Deinonychus were unearthed in 1964 in Montana by paleontologist John Ostrom and his student Grant E. Meyer. The skeleton they uncovered told a new story, one of speed, intelligence, and evolution. It was the fossil that bridged the gap between the reptiles of the past and the birds of the present. Even the name Enteropus, meaning counterbalance, refers to its tail, the elegant stabilizer that made it one of the most agile hunters in history. Today, Deinonychus stands as the prototype of the modern raptor, the very creature that inspired the cinematic depictions of Velociraptor. But beyond its fame, it represents something deeper, the triumph of adaptability, intelligence, and evolution. So imagine the Cretaceous dawn, a mist over the forest floor, the soft flutter of feathers in the undergrowth, and a pair of keen eyes glinting in the shadows. Deinonychus moves in silence, muscles tense, mind sharp. It is the perfect hunter and the ancestor of every bird that takes flight today. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, leave your like, comment what you liked the most, and share it with someone who needs to hear this too.